Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victoria's Jordan elimination plot takes matters in hand after Cole's confession. The Young and the Restless YNR spoilers reveal that Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinle, would do anything to keep Claire Grace, Haley Aaron, safe, especially after that harrowing kidnapping crisis. Now that Victoria has Claire back, how far will she go to protect her? Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, has tried to play up Jordan's, calling Zenk, demise to those closest to him, but YNR fans know she's stuck down in his dungeon. Victoria may soon know that as well if Cole Howard, J. Eddie Peck, reveals the captive Jordan discovery he made in the May 21 episode. Will Cole confess to Victoria that her father is holding Jordan hostage? Whether Claire ultimately gets updates or not, this Jordan news certainly seems like something Victoria should know. Cole may not be willing to sit on this secret, so he could come clean to Victoria and argue that they should call the cops. Of course, Victoria may be conflicted about that plan for a couple reasons. For starters, Victoria loves her dad, and will surely realize Victor's trying to shield them from Jordan in his own twisted way. Victoria won't want Victor to land in jail when it's Jordan who deserves to pay for her many crimes against Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, and the rest of the Newman family. Furthermore, Victoria might worry that Jordan's just going to escape again if they hand her over to the cops. Jordan burned down a prison to make her getaway, and then she fled the guards watching over her at the hospital later. If Jordan gets turned over to the authorities, what's to stop her from breaking out again and wreaking more havoc? Victoria may determine that she just can't take that risk, not with Claire's safety at stake. Could all this build to Victoria taking matters into her own hands? Will Victoria confront Jordan while armed and plan to take her out permanently? Even if someone like Cole came along and stopped Victoria, it'd be fun to see her tempted to end Jordan's reign of terror for good. Although Jordan will plot her chance at freedom, it looks like she'll ultimately be thwarted, and that could give Victoria an opportunity to do her worst. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victoria could get quite a shock soon, so we'll bring you predictions on what she might decide to do about Jordan. INRSTRCOURTNEYOP XPANSHERSOCIALMEDIAABSENC. Young and Restless fans may have noticed that they haven't seen as much of Courtney Hope Sally on social media. The daytime Emmy-nominated actress, who can usually be counted on to share inspirational musings about life and her growing spirituality, turned to her Instagram stories over the weekend to share a video of why she hasn't been around as much. "Hello everyone. Happy Sunday," she began, looking straight into the camera. "I am here because a lot of people have asked me where I've been on social media. I haven't been posting as much and I'm here to address it. We each go through different seasons of our lives, and this season, for me, has been a lot about head down, nose to the grindstone, working and really nourishing the relationships around me and with myself." The actress did indicate she couldn't completely walk away and has allotted some time for digital interaction. "I've been doing 15 minutes of social media a day. That's it. It's been wonderful," she declared. So what has she been doing with the extra time? "I've been diving more into my life and looking at who I need to be, what I want to be, what my life looks like for the next chapter, and how I can become that, step up to that. So lots of work. Been super busy this last month. Next month is super busy, lots of projects, good stuff. So yeah, this season, not in a bad way, but this is my working season, head down." Hope went on to say she has a lot of deadlines she needs to meet, while also focusing on her own life, which she'd been neglecting because of all the work she has had to do. "When I do have my off time, I'm focused on those that I love and also re-establishing connection with myself. We're constantly evolving and we need different things, and sometimes it's easy to let those fall by the wayside because we are focused on all these other tasks or things you need to do or other people," she explained. "Part of that focus on herself is looking within, just calming my nervous system, giving myself the recovery that I need after working, but then also putting in the work and the consistency for all of those projects," she added. She did mention one of the dangers she faces when dealing with social media, which many can probably understand. "I can find myself in comparison mode to their timetable, and that doesn't do me any good, any justice. There comes a time where it goes from inspiration and motivation to depression, honestly, because I spend so much time being like, oh, look, that I'm actually neglecting the things that I need to be doing to achieve these things." She did have one thought she wanted to make sure her followers understood. "I am here. I do see you. I do hear you. I love you all. I'm excited for the season where I'm posting, and sharing all the good news." Victoria Newman had never been one to sit idly by while chaos threatened the sanctity of Newman Enterprises or her personal life. Her office, a pristine sanctuary of modern elegance, reflected her meticulous nature. This was her domain, and she had no intention of letting anything or anyone disrupt it. Not again. Cole's confession had been a bombshell. Sitting in the dimly lit corner of the rooftop bar, his words had dripped with regret and fear. "Victoria, there's something you need to know about Jordan." Jordan, the ever-charming and seemingly loyal right-hand man, had been a thorn in her side for months. He was too smooth, too perfect. Cole's revelation that Jordan was not only undermining her authority but actively working against her had ignited a fire within her that only action could quench. Back in her office, Victoria tapped her fingers rhythmically on the mahogany desk, her mind racing with plans. She needed to eliminate Jordan, but it had to be done carefully, surgically. An outright dismissal wouldn't suffice. It would only raise questions and potentially backfire. No, she needed to orchestrate his downfall so flawlessly that he wouldn't know what hit him until he was out the door, reputation in shreds. Victoria picked up her phone and dialed a number she hadn't called in a while. "Adam, it's Victoria. I need your help." Adam Newman was her brother and frequent adversary, but in matters of corporate warfare, there was no one she trusted more to deliver results. His voice on the other end was a mixture of surprise and amusement. "Victoria, to what do I owe this pleasure? I need to take down Jordan, and I need it to be airtight. Can you help me?" There was a pause, and she could almost hear the gears turning in Adam's mind. "Of course, but this will cost you. I want something in return." "Name your price." "Full control of the Newman Media division." Victoria gritted her teeth. It was a high price, but Jordan's removal was worth it. "Deal." The plan began to take shape over the following days. Victoria and Adam worked in tandem, their combined cunning a formidable force. First, they needed evidence. Adam had contacts who could dig into Jordan's past, unearthing any skeletons he might have hidden. Victoria, meanwhile, set about subtly isolating Jordan from key projects and decision-making processes, making his presence seem less essential. Adam's investigation bore fruit quickly. Jordan had a history of shady dealings, hidden behind layers of forged documents and false identities. There were ties to corporate espionage and even blackmail. This information was a goldmine, but Victoria knew they needed more than just past misdeeds. They needed current proof of his betrayal. Victoria began feeding Jordan false information, baiting him to act against the company. She watched as he took the bait, leaking sensitive details to competitors. Each move he made was documented, creating an irrefutable trail of treachery. As the evidence piled up, Victoria orchestrated a board meeting. It was time for the final act. She presented the findings with a cold, precise delivery, each piece of evidence a nail in Jordan's professional coffin. The board members, shocked and angered, had no choice but to side with her. Jordan was summarily dismissed, escorted out of the building with his reputation in tatters. The aftermath was both swift and satisfying. Newman Enterprises stock steadied, confidence in her leadership restored. Victoria knew there would be whispers, speculation about how she had managed such a thorough takedown. But she didn't care. She had protected her empire, And that was all that mattered.